The Living Daylights is the 15th installment in the James Bond franchise, and we finally got a new actor to play James Bond, and he is Timothy Dalton, a man who played James Bond twice! That's a lot of fucking movies there! 2? Damn! Take a break for God's sakes! The film was taken up on Ian Fleming's book of the same name that also went along with Pussy with the word octo in it. It was the last of the Bond films to be featured a title of an Ian Fleming story until the installment of the 2006 film Casino Royale. And before I get this movie going, I just want to say that the opening credits is one of my favorite James Bond songs of the whole franchise. My third favorite in my eyes. Great song. The opening is just the same as Fleming's novel, and it's pretty funny too because James is acting like a counter sniper to protect people, and all the troops around the base are shooting people with paintballs, and they think it's a game.
Game's up, mate. You're dead.
Yeah, I'm guessing that the opponents weren't fucking around with the game. It got real serious. So, soon enough, a big car chase happens when James is on one vehicle going all over the place. Yeah, real clever. And he got ran over. This car goes ape shit. And I like how there was random little outside restaurants in the middle of nowhere, and then it falls off a cliff and blows up. Ba-ba-boom! Then the great opening credits with the great music plays. Well, Bond is assigned to look into the death and conspiracies against several of his allies. So I'm guessing that James is like the only hard worker, like best agent there. Is like, I mean seriously, like another investigation of his ally, and in this it's several. Sorry, James. Apparently the villain wants to start another world war, and James has got to go to every continent in order to stop the evil Whittaker and General Kozlov. His name is not really Kozlov, I'm just saying that. Yeah, okay. Anyway, it's kind of like a game for James too. He's going around to different continents every time, and he faces a boss in every continent, you know, like that. And towards the final act, all hell breaks loose, like another kind of Bond movie, like you know, all of them basically. There's people on horses shooting missiles, people shooting at metal machines, explosions, shooting, explosions, fighting, explosions, running, explosions. God, what the fuck? Woo, man! What a fucking fight. So when they get on a plane, James fights Necros on the plane and a piece of luggage falls and they almost die, just dangling from that little equipment. Then Necros is dangling and he removes James's shoes and he goes falling to his death. And the scream sounds awfully familiar, and not to mention his mouth was closed when he fell. And the plane almost crashes, and yet there's still people fighting below the ground. And they end the scene with explosions, and that's all they need for that. And like in the other Bond films, there's always an epilogue to the mix, and we see James and Whittaker. Okay, first let me just say, Whittaker, what the cunt living motherfuck diarrhea high road kind of name is that? Next thing you know, a villain's gonna be named Roland Dicksucky. So the guys play hide and seek the gun and kill the man, and James wins, of course. Who else? And they arrest Kozlov. Too bad he didn't turn into the Wolfman. So everyone is all happy, and I want you to guess what happens at the end. Does James Bond die at the end? Does James Bond's girlfriend get pregnant and she wants an abortion and got one, and James punches her in the face like in Godfather Part 2? Or does James make love to his girl? Ding 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 ding! You guessed it, it's number 3. He makes love to his girl. What else is there to it? James, you're a dirty bastard. Way to go, man. And Timothy, for God's sakes, take a break on all of these James Bond films, man. I mean, 2 movies? That's a lot, for God's sakes. Now I have to do another one? Now, damn, give me a goddamn break, man. Please, please. Good movie, though. And the music? Damn sure. Dick Sucky?